you can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast. Hello, welcome to Relax.
Starting off with a thumbs up. I thought thumbs ups weren't cool.
They're not. Did I claim I was trying to be cool?
I don't know. You're like, don't do a thumbs up. Like, that's the worst thing you can do. And then you start the show with
I
a
never
thumbs
said
up,
it's the
if
worst
anyone
thing you
see
can
that.
do. Okay. But listen, here we are doing a podcast. I'm Colleen
Thank
Ballinger.
I'm Erik.
And we're married and we do this podcast to relax. But you know what? We're not feeling very relaxed, but we will be soon. We're doing this podcast a little earlier than usual because we're going on a little getaway tomorrow morning.
We are.
And we're going to go to a cool, bizarre glass house cabin in the woods. And it's like a mirror house or something.
A very odd Airbnb find.
Really weird. But we just wanted to do something fun and different because we're sick of this quarantine. Don't worry, we are being extremely COVID safe. We will not come in contact with any other humans. The place we have found, we made sure is extremely COVID safe.
It's in the middle of the woods.
In the middle of the woods in a mirror box.
Someone was just like, I'm going to build a mirror box on my ranch and rent it out to unsuspecting Los Angelinos.
But it sounds like a place for like people who like love yoga and meditation and things, and which is amazing, but it's not
or a
really
place for murders
or that. So yeah, that's where we're headed. So we had to do this podcast earlier than usual. And so we're like, ah! And we're
our first time doing it during the daytime.
I know. Flynn's napping right now, so we might be abruptly ending this podcast when Flynn wakes up. Who knows?
We're good.
Sometimes his naps are a couple hours. Sometimes he's like, I'm going to do 30 minutes today.
Yeah, you never know.
So anyway, who do you think needs to relax today, Lovey?
I was going to talk, last week I talked about wisdom teeth and how those need to relax. And I got a lot of great responses of both that made me feel a lot better, but also a lot worse.
Okay.
So I feel like this is a great place for me to put out my medical questions, and then people just respond to the Relax Twitter and answer them for me. It's easier than going to a doctor. So I was going to talk about my sneeze issue.
Oh my God.
My sneezing needs to relax, love. As a child, I would sneeze or as a young adult even, I would sneeze a singular time. And now, at this point in my life, when I sneeze, and I feel like it only happens like once every 2 weeks, once a month maybe. But when I sneeze, I cannot stop sneezing.
It's drama.
It goes on, and I get very frustrated, and I sweat, and I panic, and it's just sneeze, and I just want it to end.
He gets furious.
Well, because why do I need to sneeze 20 to 30 times every time I have to sneeze? And I don't even know what it's caused by.
Every time this happens, Erik goes on like a rant, like, what's going on? Every time I sneeze, it happens. Like, he gets
over and over again,
angry.
And I don't know. Maybe I just want to hear from somebody out there
why that is.
If they're a repetitive sneezer, if they have sneeze attacks.
I mean,
because when you sneeze, you sneeze once and you scream. you sneeze and scream, and
but I do have sneeze
and you get it all
too.
out.
I have sneeze attacks too.
To whereas mine, it hurts. It's like a grunt.
Well,
cough.
Yours don't sound like sneezes. Erik sneezes sounds like he's like coughing painfully. He's like,
through my nose. It's not. Doesn't sound like that. It's through my nose. In any case, like I don't like sneezing. I'm not a fan of it. Why do we sneeze? These are the things I think about.
That's what needs to relax for Mr. Stockland.
What about you,
please
Colleen?
Send in your doctor recommendations on how to not sneeze.
No
20 times in a
PhD
row.
required. Just like
for me, bangs need to relax. Curtain bangs need to relax.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about
bangs.
Banggate.
So the big controversy this last week was my bangs. Also, one other thing we're going to get into in a minute, but my bangs. So I've been wanting to cut bangs for years, and every time I bring it up, my entire audience online is like, absolutely not. You will look so ugly.
They're obsessed with it,
Don't
I guess,
do it.
huh?
Well, they just,
I feel
they
like
get
this
so
became
mad.
a trending topic on
Twitter. It did twice.
Just you talking about the idea.
Yeah, so I brought it up, and I started trending because everyone was like, don't do it. Because I was like, I think I'm going to cut bangs. And everyone's like, don't do it. And I started trending on Twitter. And then
something you've done before many times. It's talked about it.
Talked about it, yes. Basically, then everyone was like, don't do bangs, do curtain bangs. And I don't like the look of curtain bangs on my face. Here's what I think. I think it's weird that we have trends for hair, makeup, clothes, because every body is different. Every face is different. So like different hairstyles will shape your face differently. Do you know what I'm saying?
I guess that's
so. Like,
true.
I have a long, thin face. When you say it's like long and thin,
I think you have the perfect face. You have the best face.
oh, thank you. But it is long and thin.
I mean, what am I?
Anyway, so I think it's weird that they're like, this is the hairstyle everyone needs to have, and everyone gets it at the same time. And I don't think that curtain bangs look good on me. I think they look beautiful on some girls.
Great.
Well, I don't. And so, but anyway, I got bullied so much for wanting bangs and for having a side part, because that's the whole thing right now is like Gen Z and millennials are fighting over what hairstyles and pants you're allowed to wear. But I wanted bangs and everyone said, try curtain bangs first. So I was like, okay, I'll try curtain bangs. And then I know I can just cut them into regular bangs. So I cut curtain bangs. I don't like them. I still have them. It's a few days later. I still have them. I really want to cut regular bangs, but now everyone's saying, do not cut regular bangs. It will look horrible on you. So now I'm like scared to cut real bangs, even though I hate the curtain bangs, because I'm scared if I do, everyone's going to just tell me I'm ugly. So I'm like, now what do I do? I'm stuck with these bangs that I don't like, I think are ugly.
I think you look amazing any way you choose. You have that face shape that just any hairstyle would work for me. I also think that maybe that there are people who are trained to do these things.
He wants me to hire someone.
And I think trained people in the arts of hair cutting, styling, don't even cut their own hair.
Yeah, but here's how I feel about this.
Let alone
listen, though.
People at 1 a.m.
You know what, though? People, you know how you will hate the dentist. They're like, not going to go. It's a waste of my time. That's how I feel about getting my hair cut. I'm like, It's not that I think they're not talented at cutting hair. It's like, that is hours out of my day. I can cut my own bangs in 15 minutes, or I can sit in a chair and have to wear a mask, and they have to wear a mask, and we have to be outside or whatever. And they're going to cut my hair and try to have small talk with me, which I don't really want to have. No offense, but I don't really want to have small talk with a stranger.
That's what it's about. That's
no. And,
get over it though.
And
like
and so you're sitting there for hours, and you're just like letting them
obsessing for weeks on the internet. If you should do it or not,
I'd rather
or
do that
like
alone.
Doing it like piece by piece at 1 a.m. Like just
no, because what if they do it wrong and then I'm mad? At least this way, if I do it wrong, it's my own fault. I'm like, well, I'm an idiot. If they do it and I don't like it, then it's like I don't want them to feel bad that I hate it. And then like, what am I going to do? Like, you know, what I mean? I don't like getting a haircut. I hate getting a haircut.
All of it doesn't make any sense.
It's not a metaphor. It's just factual. It's like
that's like saying that everyone who does everything is profession. Like, I'll just do it myself because.
No, I never said that. It's just how I feel about this particular thing.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what I think needs to relax.
Everyone should also know that the hair that you cut off of your head
is still in the sink.
Still in the sink in the bathroom.
It is. I've not cleaned it yet.
Nope.
No, I have not. So that's what I think needs to relax. And now we know what you need to relax. And now there's one more thing that needs to relax. And it's everyone who listens to our podcast, because y'all are ridiculous. We have had so many people respond in comments and tweets and videos and whatever about this podcast, your favorite parts. If there's something that resonates with you, you let us know. We love all the responses from you guys, but we have never had such an intense response to anything on any episode of this podcast.
Yeah, I was surprised by this.
Until we talked about the days of the week and what is the first day of the week. And oh my gosh, you guys were banana pants about it. Like, it was so intense, like the response.
Intensely telling you that you were wrong and that I was right.
Well,
that the first day of the week.
Oh my God, I'm going to go insane. I'm going to go
mentally and on a calendar is Monday.
Literally?
There were votes taken. There was receipts in the form of calendars. Apparently the U.S.
Calendars have Sunday at first. Are you insane?
Only in the U.S.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
in the U.S., which is ass backwards in most things. But apparently also, like, the U.S. is the only country that has Sunday as first on their calendars. Other countries do not. Also, look at any voting poll that was taken online, every tweet that I got,
every tweet that you got, so that makes it factual.
This is just me setting the scene, laying out my case. I'm sorry, Colleen, I have to agree with Erik. Colleen, I love you, but you're wrong. I'm with Erik on this one.
I saw a lot of people say that. I saw that a lot. And that's all fine, okay? I can't even get started on this rant yet because I'm going to go bananas. I'm going to scream because I have so much to say about this.
There's not really much more to say about it.
There's a lot to say about it.
We've already did this last episode.
There's actually a lot to say about it.
Yeah, I would say at least 60% for me, which in the Electoral College, I am president of...
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if you want to compare you winning to our government's way of making people win. Okay, but before we go in on this, because I'm about to lose my mind, I do want to take a moment to thank our first sponsor and talk about our first sponsor, which I'm very excited about. So this pandemic has made us all debate about dumb things like this at our bored time at home, but it also has made us grow accustomed to online shopping, and that's all we do. We're very safe at our home. We really don't go anywhere or do anything. However, I do really miss going to the store. I miss going to the stores. I miss Targets, and I just miss seeing humans. We really never leave our house. And so I miss that. But the one thing I don't miss, and I don't want to come back into my life, is crowded parking lots, long lines, crowds in general. I don't miss that. I don't miss trying to find a parking spot, all that stuff. And that is why I'm excited to continue using Imperfect Foods. Even when I'm allowed to go to grocery stores, I'm totally going to keep using Imperfect Foods.
I know, it's great.
It's so great. So Imperfect Foods is on a mission to reimagine grocery delivery for a kinder, less wasteful world. They deliver sustainable, affordable groceries, including produce, quality protein, eggs and dairy, and pantry staples straight to your door. Plus, they're always adding fun and tasty new discoveries for you to try each week. All you have to do is sign up, create your flexible, personalized grocery plan, and then shop online each week and get affordable and sustainable groceries delivered directly to your door. With Imperfect Foods, grocery shopping fits seamlessly into your life, and every week is a tasty adventure. I love them because I like how you get these literally imperfect foods, the misshapen, strange ones that I would always want to pick at the grocery store when I did go to grocery stores.
Yeah.
And they also send you stuff that you wouldn't think to buy if you go to a grocery store. Because I feel like a lot of times back in the day when I did go to the grocery store, or even now when I order stuff online, I'm like, what do we want to eat? I don't know. How are we going to pick anything? You just get the same things over and over, but Imperfect Foods sends you stuff that you might not have tried otherwise. And then you're forced to try a new recipe and find new things that you love. So
sometimes the imperfect ones are the best ones.
I agree with that. Are you talking about me? You just called me imperfect?
No.
He just pointed at me.
When we rescued our kitten, we definitely took the ugliest one.
That is for freaking
sure. She turned out to be the sweetest.
Yeah, that actually is very true. Sign up with Imperfect Foods today to save time, save money, save food from going to waste. Right now, Imperfect Foods is offering our listeners 20% off plus free shipping on your first order when you go to imperfectfoods.com and make sure to use promo code RELAX. Try Imperfect Foods now, and for a limited time, like I said, you get 20% off plus free shipping on your first order. So go to imperfectfoods.com and use RELAX to sign up. Huh, Lovey? How much did you get off?
I think 20%. 20%
off plus free shipping at imperfectfoods.com. imperfectfoods.com. Offer code RELAX. Go check it out for your Imperfect Foods today. All right.
What are we going to talk about next?
No, we're not moving on. Because speaking of imperfect, we need to continue talking about these days of the week things.
Gavel.
I'm going to take a moment and say, I agree with you. That wait, listen.
Oh.
Let me finish my sentence. The majority of people did say they agreed with you that Monday's the first day of the week. You are correct in that. Okay. I did see a lot of people say otherwise.
Hold on. Wait, pause for a second.
Okay, we're paused.
Let me marinate in that.
Okay. It's marinade.
What? Let me marinate in that?
It's not marinate.
Yeah, it's marinate.
What? Are you serious? No.
I'm marinating.
Yeah,
in it.
it's D.
It is? No, it's
Wait,
not. You're making me
what?
question my entire mind.